Let's take a look at problem 1-35, which asks us to compute ROE and ROA. The problem reads, the following table contains financial statement information for IBM Corporation, and you see the table information on your screen. Then we're asked to compute the return on equity for 2006 and 2007, and then also reading in Part A here, what trend, if any, is evident? How does IBM's ROE compare with the approximately 19% median ROE for companies in the Dow Jones Industrial Average for 2007? All right, well, let's tackle that. Let's do 2006, and then let's do 2007 ROE. And 2006, we wind up taking the 2006 net income and then dividing it by the average equity. So what we want to take is the beginning equity, which is, or we can start with the ending equity and go backwards. 28,506 plus the end of year at 2005 equity, and divide that by 2. Okay, and once we do that, we get a number that isn't what I'm looking for, because we've got to put the parentheses around here first, so that Excel knows we need to divide the income by the average equity. So if we put the parentheses around the denominator, we should come up with a more meaningful number, which is 30.8%. That's correct. Now I think if we copy on down, we wind up with the correct answer for 2007, and we do. And you can see the formula there on your screen, or you can see it up here on the formula bar. Okay, well, let's tackle the second question. What we see is ROE increased from 2006 to 2007, and it's well above the median ROE of 19% of others in the Dow Jones average. Next, we tackle Part B. Part B says compute the return on assets for 2006 and 2007. So now we're doing ROA, and what trends do we see there? And how does that compare with a 7.5% median return on assets for companies in the Dow Jones Industrial Average? All right, so now let's tackle ROA. You know what I think I'm going to do is just label this ROA, label this ROE, and we'll just do it like that, so we have a little bit of a table data here. I'll move this to the right and underline it so we can see it. Okay, so to determine return on assets, we again take the net income, the 9492, only this time we're going to divide it by, and I'll put the 2 parens in so we can do the average. The total assets, which is 103,234, plus beginning assets, which was 105,748. We close that out, divide it by 2, and close the paren, and now we've calculated the average assets in the denominator. We divide it by net income, and we come up with a big number, which is 9 and some percent. I'll reformat that to 9.1%, and then if I copy down, I think we get the right answer for the next year, which we do. So 9.3, 9.1. So what we see here is an improvement again, slightly above the median for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, since that was 7.5. Now let's tackle Part C. Part C says, what factors might allow a company like IBM to reap above average returns? And there's no quantitative numbers here to evaluate. This is really about what do you think? IBM sells products and services with a high level of technology and specializations. Now, companies that are able to achieve a competitive advantage with unique products and services typically do experience above-level profitability and returns on equity. And to the extent that the company is able to develop customer-specific products and services, then competitive threats lessen and further increase its profitability. And that's this problem, everyone. Thank you.